is so freaking stunning. Like, I can't get over it. Can I be them when I grow up? I feel like 2022 was the year of confident bad bitches, and I am 1000% here for it. Hello friends, and welcome back to part number 2 of reacting to the top K-pop songs of 2022. In case you missed part 1, I will put a link up in the corner, but I made an aggregate list of some critics' choices for the top K-pop songs of 2022, and I was going through from number 13 to number 8. No. Yeah. From 13 to number 8 on that list. And now I'm going to be proceeding from song number 7 to song number 1. If you would like to hear me explain the methodology for how I came up with this order, you can check out part 1. But now I am back for part 2. I am going to refresh my drink. The sun has now gone down, so I feel a little less weird about drinking. But we are going to enjoy some more Prosecco. We are going to enjoy some more music, and I'm going to relight my candle. I just realized that it's probably a really bad idea to have an open bottle of alcohol next to a candle. Why did I do that? So we left off at song number 7 on this list, which is After Like by IVE. And this will not be the first appearance of IVE on this list. So I feel like we got a pretty good range of songs from the different girl groups and female artists from the last part. So I'm curious to hear what we get from IVE, because I have never heard I've never heard of IVE before. And when I saw them appear twice in this top 13, I was just like, where have I been living? Because it feels like pretty significant for an artist to have 2 songs in the top 7. So let's see what's said about After Like from the bias list, who ranked this song at number 3. The first few times you hear After Like, it's hard to separate the song from its instantly recognizable I Will Survive sample. Ooh, interesting. Do we love the track because we love the disco classic it's built around, or would After Like be just as addictive without that bombastic post-chorus? The truth can exist somewhere in the middle. Gloria Gaynor's immortal 1978 hit surely takes much of the credit, but that familiarity also raises the stakes. A flimsy pop trifle would collapse under the weight of that sample. As After Like scaled the top of the charts, it proved itself anything but flimsy. The song is a pinwheel of sprightly hooks, buttressed by chunky house piano and a personality-rich performance that spawns multiple moments of K-pop iconography. It's the sound of a rookie group coming into their own and doing it in style. Oh, interesting. Starship TV. So are they the same label as Monsta X? Because Monsta X before right now was the only group that I'd heard of from Starship. So that's pretty neat. I'm just starting to get into Monsta X now, and I know that they have a comeback coming very soon. So let's rock and roll with After Like. Oh. This is fun. Groovy. Like all the color, like the color commitments. This is so fun. Oh my gosh, all these girl group songs are so fun. It's insane. Ooh, I like that. Oh, kind of like meta with the cameras showing up there. But I really like that all of them have these like different sets that are all one color. Like we have this all green set here where it says peaches on the car. Let me just do a little bit of Googling on IVE, because I have no idea, you know, how old they are, how many members there are. Okay, 6-member girl group under Starship Entertainment. They debuted on December 1st, 2021, so they're just about a year old. The leader was born in 2003, but then the oldest is born in 2002. So, you know, firmly 4th gen. So yeah, the green is really fun. And then it goes to this like yellow set. And wow, the cameras were there. The cameras were there the whole time, and I was just like so mesmerized by the group that I didn't even notice. But I really, really like the vocals of this group, like especially this girl. And then this girl crushes it too. Like, I feel like they have really, really strong vocals for a debut group. I mean, they have strong vocals, period. But I'm just saying, sometimes it can take a little bit of time for groups to find their footing. And clearly, you know, with IVE and then with New Jeans in the last part, like, they are doing just fine. And I feel like this is a really fun way to talk about like being in love, of saying like, you know, at first you like somebody and then what comes after like is loving somebody. Like, that's such a cute way of putting it. Like, it's beyond like what's after like you and I. It's more than like L and an O and yeah. And then I kind of want to see this dance break again. Oh, 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 oh. It just makes me want to dance with them. Yeah, this is insanely catchy, and I see what that the Bias List article was saying about they could possibly get swallowed up by the legacy and the recognizability of that little tune from I Will Survive, but they've done such a good job at making it feel like their own and that it's not like just a sample. But yeah, they're just like absolutely crushing it, so let's keep going here. I really like her hair. Oh, I love this girl's voice. Oh. This is like beyond catchy. This is next level catchy. Ooh, a rapper. I wish I could pull off short hair like that. I always look like a 4-year-old boy with short hair. Ooh. This feels very New Year's Eve. Very appropriate. With that, I will take a sip. Oh. Oh, I will be requesting this in the car ride to the party later. Yay, that was so fun. Ugh, I love that. That was honestly like the boppiest of bops. So I see why this is so high on the list of songs from this year. And I really love that rap verse saying, what after like you strike my heart, the thrill I feel is like a tyke. L-O and an I and a V-E. Nice, throwing in the IVE in there. This is a space for you and I. No one can stop us. If you see me, you won't even waste a blink. It's nice to finally meet you. An I goes between love. And is it just me, but is it especially in this top 2022 songs, just like bad bitch energy of like all these women knowing what they want and being so sure about it. You know, all of these songs so far, the women haven't been anywhere near close to timid about anything. Even in the Billie song, when they were talking about being so strange, like there was a way of them like owning their strangeness, you know? So I feel like 2022 was the year of confident bad bitches, and I am 1000% here for it. So where exactly would I put this one? You know, I think I'm going to put it at number 3, just below Attention from New Jeans and above Talk That Talk from Twice. Because while I feel like that song was a lot of fun and a total and complete bop, that Attention had a more kind of like unique standout concept to it, and Bitte Bitte is just like, I'm obsessed with that song, so it's gonna be hard to crack that #1 spot. But yeah, I feel comfortable with putting it at #3. Okay, so our #6 song is by Taeyeon, which is called INVU, and if I'm not mistaken, Taeyeon is a member of Girls' Generation, so yeah, this is the year of Taeyeon. Comes back with Girls' Generation, has her own solo album, so yeah, she's crushing it this year. And an article from Riff put this song at #2 on their list. So this says, Taeyeon returned in early 2022 as a solo artist and is also a member of influential K-pop group Girls' Generation, who also released new music in 2022 to mark its 15-year anniversary. Taeyeon's vocal prowess solidifies her as one of the most prominent singers of her generation and a genre staple. INVU is a masterclass that shows how perfection is achievable. Once compared to Taylor Swift, Taeyeon shows that comparisons to Western artists are unnecessary as she shines on her own. I love that. Basically saying there is one Taeyeon and she doesn't need to be compared to anyone. And it excites me to hear that she's like a prominent vocalist, because I love a good, powerful female vocalist. I am here for that. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring here with INVU. So let's get into it. Ooh. Oh, I already have goosebumps. It's gorgeous. Her voice is just like butter. Ooh. Ooh. She's like a goddess. I envy you. Okay, not envy you. How could she envy anybody? This is like a cool beat. Yeah, this just feels so like mature, and she seems just like a woman in this video. Ugh, like look at this. That is just stunning. And I love her kind of but not really glasses. Reminds me of the one that Hongjoong wore in like the Celebrate era. Ooh, and I really like the gray hair on her. I feel like so many idols look really great with that gray color. I'm obsessed with this. But I do want to dig deeper into the lyrics, because she's saying, falling in love to you, I'm an option. You and I were different from the beginning. Broken heart, your missed mention. I'm used to it. I think I lost my mind, but it's my Sorry, I just like hiccuped and burped at the same time. I think I lost my mind, but it's my kind of love. Without leaving anything, pour everything out and flop. Suddenly at one point, I see myself exhausted, even though I'm trying my best. So I can't love you, even though I do. Even if I push you away, I can't beat you. Even if I abandon myself and lose myself more, the irony is that you shine more. So I envy you. So it's like she's kind of losing herself in this love, and just like, even though she tries to push this person away, just keeps getting pulled back. And I really love this instrumental. I feel like it supports her vocals really nicely, and it doesn't kind of overshadow her vocals, and it's just like a nice poppy groove. It does add that like maturity to the song. It's a distinctly different vibe from the last couple of songs that we've covered here, even just from the Girls' Generation song. But yeah, I'm intrigued, so let's continue. Ooh. See, she doesn't have to like crank any high notes to tell that her voice is gorgeous. She just like feels like a queen. Ugh. This is so freaking stunning. Like, I can't get over it. I like that little wiggle. Ooh. Ugh. I can't. I actually want to cry with how gorgeous her vocals are. I was just like both sad yet grooving. Sad grooving. Like this part was just like the broken heart keeps scratching me. It hurts, but I can't stop it. So when you leave, please make it easy. Like, like, how could anyone leave her? I literally almost cried. I don't know if I'm the only one to have that reaction, because just like her ethereal beauty just like touched me, and I'm just so shook. Like, I will never be the same. Okay, this is not close. This is rocking it up to number 1 on the list, because I just loved every single thing about that song. Like, ugh, I don't want to go back to a world where I didn't know Taeyeon. Ugh, now I really want to get into her solo album here, because of the rest of the songs are like that. I need more. But, okay. I guess I'm going to try to move on. Well, first we have 2 songs to cover on this list that I've already heard. So we have Psy and SUGA's That. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be incredibly biased here because Yoongi is my alt bias. But you know, I actually can't put That ahead of INVU. Sorry, I envy you, because it was just like, holy shit, that just like rocked my core. But you know, that is an iconic song, and it's a really great comeback for Psy, because you know, he was on a break as long as Girls' Generations, and then comes back with this absolute fire banger of that with just like the really bright horns, how self-referential it is, like how much fun the music video is, SUGA's feature, like it couldn't get more iconic, honestly. But I would have a really, really hard time putting it ahead of INVU. I keep saying INVU. I mean, I envy you. So for now, it is going to sit at number 2. And if you would like to see my reaction to that, I will put it just up here. I did a reaction to that music video when it came out in April. So that was at number 5. And then at number 4 is Maniac by Stray Kids. So that and Maniac both showed up 6 times on these 10 best songs of 2022 lists. But Maniac slightly edged out that with an average ranking of 10.6 when that had 11.6. So, you know, I absolutely love Maniac. I think it was in my top 10 songs of 2022 on Spotify. You know, incredibly catchy, really great concept, some really haunting vocals from Felix. The poppy and part is obviously iconic, but I think that I am going to put it at number 5 between Attention and After Like, because for some reason I just feel like with how amazing of a debut Attention was, it'll have just slightly more staying power than Maniac. And while After Like was a complete bop, I feel like Maniac had like such a solid impact on K-pop in 2022. And you know, these rankings are just completely arbitrary in my opinion, so I'm so afraid that people are going to come for me. But yeah, I feel good about these ratings, so I'm going to put Maniac at number 5 here. And again, if you would like to check out my Maniac reaction, I filmed that back in March, so you can check that out right here.